younger one gave me a hard time this week about like pushing too hard to teach her stuff. She's like, I get it. Okay, you want to look out for me. But I'm like, I'm thinking, okay, if I were to disappear today, what do you need to know? Like that's the
Right.
like, yeah. I
Yes.
mean, I wouldn't
Yes.
ever want to be away from her, but I wanted
This
to be
is
self-sufficient.
this is my jam. Like, and
Yeah.
I when you said you were biased a minute ago, like I wanted to laugh because
Hmm.
I think you're biased. I don't know if this is right. I'm putting words in your mouth, but I think you're biased in the sense that you don't maybe value what you have as highly as your kids
Mm.
value it. Because for you, it's like it's just you. Like it's just you. It's just who you are.
Yeah.
It's you don't think there's something like so freaking special about
Yeah.
what you have inside, but to cross over the threshold into being a grown up.
You just made my day.
Good.
But I feel that way. But yeah, but you're right. I don't think of it as special. I think of it as like you're gonna run a race. You got to train. Like we're gonna train today. This is
Yeah,
not about like being a special, uniquely qualified thing. I'm just trying to teach you what you got to know.
right. But that thing has to come from you
Mm,
for them.
yeah.
And like you're imprinting on them, you're imprinting yourself in a way. I mean, you're already imprinted, but it's a continuation of a kind of imprint that people seem to need. And
Mm,
the the father function and the mother function are so different. And they're both like obviously, like I said, I'm a mother. Like I'm not discounting what my daughter got from me and the importance of a mother, but it's almost like an inverse proportion. Like as important as the mother is in the first weeks and months and years of life, the father takes over that degree of importance the closer they get to kind of leaving the nest, and the
mm,
more they need those codes from you, man. Like
mm.
it's like,
I like
how
the
do
way
I
you
do
describe
this?
like I like the way you describe it as codes because
Yeah,
yeah, there's like a template for communication
yeah.
and things to think about. It's like you're
it,
packing for a
it's
trip and
the
you think about this. It's like a
it's a
code.
it
You
is,
describe.
and it's a blueprint for things like competitiveness and
Mm,
charisma and um, drive and achievement and potential. Those things belong to the dad function, the father
mm,
function, and um, and it doesn't mean like there are lots of mothers who provide those things. Like this is not a gendered kind of thing, but I would love it if you could um, reflect a little bit on fatherhood in the post-divorce years.
Sure. It's funny. I asked my daughter, who is 17, about this earlier today, knowing that we were going to talk, and I
Mhm.
and I and I said, what is it like? What is it like to watch me go from this is from her perspective, but
Mhm.
to go from seeing me with your mom and then divorced now, and she said you've become more of yourself.
Mhm.
And I forget the words that she used, but it was very complimentary though. So I felt like after my divorce, I became, let me see, before the divorce, I felt almost like I was wearing a jacket that was like two sizes too small.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't quite find my mojo. And for me, one of the biggest things was I remember my wife at the time going on a trip, and literally the moment she shut the door, and I was with the girls for the weekend. It was like
Yeah.
I was like I could be myself.
Mhm.
Um, so fatherhood post divorce. I love my kids just as much, but I think I'm more exposed to how the world sees me. So I like one of the things I think of is when when there's an issue at school or with the doctor and an appointment, they call their mom first.
Mm-hmm.
And it took, I'm 7 years out from my separation.
Mm-hmm.
The divorce is like 5 years. But it took several years of calling the school and proactively being in front of things before I was recognized as an equal party in things.
Yeah.
So it's any single parenthood is difficult, like appointments and medication and all that kind of stuff. So it's a broader sense of responsibility because I've got more on my plate. Generally, I've just got more to juggle. But I love it. I love it. I mean, I don't have any fear of saying the wrong thing or parenting the wrong way. I remember very like chastised and kind of like nipped in the ankle for, oh yeah, that's too much for them. That's too, now I'm like, no, I've had conversations with them and they're cool with this. And we've agreed that this is the boundary and this is how we're going to talk about it. And that's it, so I enjoy it, but it's taken me a while to get here.